Feeling lonely after 60? Do this 7-1 simple thing every day. Senior advice. Have you ever imagined what life might feel like if one day you woke up and the house was completely silent? No one calling your name, no one waiting for you, and suddenly you realize you're growing old, alone. As we age, life slows down. Loved ones move away, friends fade into memories, and the quiet moments begin to stretch longer and longer. Loneliness in old age doesn't knock before it enters. It shows up in the silent meals, the long afternoons with no one to talk to, the sleepless nights filled with old memories. But here's the truth. Growing old alone doesn't have to mean living a lonely life, and solitude doesn't have to feel like emptiness. With just 6 simple daily habits, you can stay mentally sharp, physically strong, emotionally connected, and most importantly, you can build a life that feels full, rich, and meaningful, even on your own. So what are these 6 habits? Stay with me until the end of this video, because one of them might just change how you see aging forever. And if you're here because you care about your future or the future of someone you love, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more videos that inspire, uplift, and guide you to live fully at every age. Number 1, establish a daily routine. As you grow older, especially if you're living alone, there's one powerful habit you can build that makes all the difference. Establishing a daily routine. You might think, I don't have a busy schedule anymore. Why do I need a routine? But the truth is, not having a plan can leave you feeling lost, unmotivated, and emotionally disconnected from life. Take the real-life story of Mr. Harold, 74 years old. After his wife passed away, he fell into a spiral of sadness and isolation. His days blurred together. No reason to get out of bed early, no one to talk to, nothing to look forward to. But everything changed when he decided to create a simple daily schedule. Wake up at 6:30 a.m., take a short morning walk, enjoy a proper breakfast, call his grandson, and do a bit of light housework. Over time, this small change brought big results. Harold began to feel more energized, more connected, and most importantly, he found purpose again. Let me ask you this. Are you truly living your life, or are you just getting through the days? That question may be hard to face, but it's important. Because even the smallest daily habits, if done consistently, can become the foundation of a joyful and meaningful life. You don't need grand goals or constant excitement. Sometimes waking up with a purpose and moving your body is more than enough. Having a routine gives structure to your day. It's a way of telling yourself, I matter. My time matters. And believe me, that mindset can change everything. Start your mornings with intention. Open the windows, breathe in fresh air, stretch a little, eat something nourishing, and reach out to someone you care about. These may seem like small acts, but they are powerful steps to overcoming loneliness and staying mentally strong. As the great philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. And the quality of your thoughts often begins with what you choose to do every day. Even if you live alone, remember this. You are not alone in your journey. There's a whole community out here facing the same challenges. And by building strong habits, you take the first step in taking control of your emotional and physical well-being. If starting feels difficult, keep this in mind. Action may not always bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. Benjamin Disraeli. So why not take that action today? Start simple, start small, but most importantly, start now. If you found this message helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories, practical advice, and life-changing tips to help you live a happier, healthier life, especially in your golden years. Click subscribe now and join a community that supports and uplifts each other every step of the way. Number 2, maintain physical activity. As we grow older, one of the most common mistakes many people make, often without even realizing it, is reducing physical activity. It's understandable. The body slows down, joints ache a little more, and the temptation to sit longer and move less grows stronger with each passing year. But let me share something with you that could completely change your perspective. Movement is the fountain of youth. You don't have to lift heavy weights or run marathons to experience the benefits of physical activity. Simple acts like taking a morning walk, gently stretching your muscles, or even doing lighthouse chores can be more powerful than you think. These movements may seem small, but they keep your body flexible, your blood flowing, and your mind sharp. Take the inspiring story of Margaret, 79 years old. For years, she struggled with stiffness and limited mobility. Every step became more difficult, and soon she found herself avoiding movement altogether. But everything changed when she made a bold yet simple choice. She joined a local walking group that met every morning for light walks and stretching exercises. Within just a few weeks, her balance improved, her steps became lighter, and her energy returned. Most importantly, she found community, confidence, and a new sense of joy. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you moved your body just for the sake of feeling alive? Not because you had to, but because you wanted to feel the air on your skin, the warmth in your muscles, and the clarity in your mind? Physical movement isn't just about staying in shape. Science has consistently shown that regular, gentle exercise can improve memory, reduce the risk of dementia, lower stress levels, and even help you sleep better at night. And the best part? It doesn't require any fancy equipment or gym membership. Your living room, your front yard, or your neighborhood sidewalk can become your personal wellness space. As the great philosopher Hippocrates once said, walking is man's best medicine. And in today's world, that wisdom still holds true. Walking helps to center the mind, regulate breathing, and create a daily rhythm that supports both emotional and physical well-being. Think about this. Every time you move your body, you're not just exercising, you're making a powerful statement. You're telling yourself, I still care about my health. I still have the power to change and grow. That mindset alone can transform your golden years into something truly beautiful. So if you've been sitting a lot lately, consider this your gentle reminder to stand up, stretch, take a walk, or even dance a little to your favorite song. It's never too late to start, and every movement counts. If this message touched your heart or gave you something to think about, please subscribe to our channel for more uplifting stories, real-life advice, and powerful lessons that help you live a happier, stronger, and more independent life after 60. Click subscribe now and join a community that supports you every step of the way. Number 3, stay socially connected. But let me gently remind you of something that might surprise you. Loneliness is just as harmful to your health as smoking or obesity. Yes, that's what many studies have found. It's not just a feeling, it's a silent threat that can slowly erode your physical and emotional well-being. So if you've been feeling isolated lately, this message is especially for you. Staying socially connected is not a luxury, it's a daily emotional vitamin. When you lose touch with people, you don't just lose conversations. You lose laughter, comfort, a sense of belonging, and even your identity. The absence of human connection can make you feel invisible, like your days blend together without meaning. But the good news is, you can take small steps to change that, starting today. Take the inspiring story of Mr. James, 82 years old. After retiring and losing a few close friends, James found himself spending entire days alone, parked in front of the TV. The silence in his home became deafening. He once said, I felt like I was disappearing. But one day he decided to make a change. He picked up the phone and called an old friend from his college days. That one conversation led to regular chats. Then he joined an online chess club for seniors. Suddenly, his days were filled with friendly banter, strategy games, and even laughter. His life didn't just become more social, it became more joyful, more meaningful. Let me ask you, when was the last time you reached out to someone just to say hello or ask how they're doing? You don't need a reason. A simple message, a short call, or even joining a hobby group online can make a world of difference. Whether it's texting an old friend, joining a gardening forum, or hopping on a video call with your grandkids, every connection matters. You're never too old to make new friends or revive old ones. The great psychologist Abraham Maslow once said, the human need to belong is a basic, fundamental desire. And in our golden years, this need doesn't fade. it grows stronger. Staying connected helps you feel seen, heard, and valued, and it reminds you that you are still an essential part of this world. So if today feels a little lonely, don't wait for someone to call you. Be the one who reaches out. Send a message, make that call, or join that online club you've been curious about. Think of it this way. Every connection you make is a thread that weaves your life into a beautiful, warm, and unbreakable tapestry. If this message inspired you or reminded you of someone who needs to hear it, please subscribe to our channel. We're building a caring, supportive community for those who want to live their best life at any age. Click subscribe now to receive weekly stories, helpful advice, and emotional support, all designed to help you stay happy, connected, and full of purpose. Number 4, brain stimulation. But the truth is, your brain is just like your muscles. If you don't use it, you lose it. Letting your mind sleep over time is like allowing your body to slowly stiffen without movement. You still have the power to sharpen your thinking, strengthen your memory, and lift your mood at any age. Think about this. When was the last time you truly challenged your brain? Not just watching TV or scrolling through your phone, but really stimulating your mind, like reading a new book, solving a puzzle, or learning something completely different. These are not just hobbies. They are essential tools to keep your brain young, flexible, and alive. Let me tell you the story of Linda, 76 years old. After retiring, she found herself often confused, forgetful, and emotionally dull. The days passed slowly, and she began to worry that her mind was slipping away. But then, she decided to make a change. Linda started reading novels again, books she used to love in her youth. She picked up crossword puzzles every morning with her tea, and even signed up for an online Spanish class. Within just a few months, her mind felt clearer, her memory sharper, and her heart more joyful. She said, "It's like I woke up again." You see, keeping your brain active is not about avoiding aging. It's about aging with intention. As Albert Einstein once said, intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. Every new skill you learn, every page you read, and every word you write helps build new neural pathways in your brain, protecting you from cognitive decline and even reducing the risk of diseases like dementia. So what can you do today to wake up your brain? Try reading just 10 pages of a good book. Open a journal and write down your thoughts or memories. Learn a few words in a new language. Join a chess club or do a puzzle online. It doesn't matter what you choose. What matters is that you choose to keep learning. Because when you engage your brain daily, you're not just improving memory or focus. You're building a richer, more meaningful life. Ask yourself, what is one new thing I can challenge my brain with this week? Whether it's mastering a recipe, memorizing a short poem, or exploring a topic you've never studied before, there's always a way forward. Growth doesn't stop with age. In fact, it becomes even more beautiful. If this message gave you something to think about or reminded you of someone you care about, please subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories, uplifting advice, and practical tips to help you stay mentally sharp and emotionally fulfilled. Click subscribe now and join a community that believes it's never too late to grow, to learn, and to live fully. Number 5, practice gratitude and contemplation. As we grow older, it's easy to fall into patterns of negative thinking, especially when we reflect on what we've lost, loved ones, health, or opportunities that slipped away. But here's something truly powerful to remember. Gratitude can shift your entire perspective. When practiced daily, it has the remarkable ability to help you stop focusing on what's missing and start seeing what's still beautiful, meaningful, and worth living for. Let me ask you, when was the last time you paused and truly appreciated something small? A warm cup of tea, a kind smile, a memory that made you laugh? You see, gratitude isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about noticing what still brings joy, peace, or hope, even in the midst of change or loss. And the more you practice it, the more it rewires your brain to recognize positivity, which can have real effects on your mental and physical health. Take the heartfelt story of Mr. Raymond, 81 years old. After his beloved wife passed away, Raymond spiraled into deep sadness. Mornings felt meaningless, nights were filled with emptiness, And he often asked himself, what am I even living for now? But one morning, his daughter handed him a small notebook and said, Dad, just try writing down 3 things you're grateful for every day. At first, he hesitated. He didn't believe it could help, but he gave it a try. He started small. I woke up today. I had a warm breakfast. The sun came out. And slowly, something began to shift. That little notebook became his anchor. Over time, his anxiety lessened. He slept better, and he started each day with more hope. Gratitude didn't erase my grief, he said, but it gave me a reason to smile again. Science supports this too. Studies show that practicing gratitude daily, whether by journaling or simply pausing to reflect, can lower stress levels, improve sleep quality, and increase feelings of purpose and happiness. As the author Melody Beattie once wrote, gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. So how can you bring this practice into your life? It's simple. Each morning or evening, write down just 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be grand. They could be as small as hearing my favorite song, a call from my son, or the smell of fresh coffee. Over time, these small reflections will build up, becoming a source of light even on darker days. You may be surprised at how this simple habit begins to brighten your mood, deepen your sense of connection, and even transform how you see yourself and the world. Remember, growing older doesn't mean the best is behind you. Often it's when we slow down that we can finally appreciate what truly matters. If this message touched your heart or reminded you of someone who needs a little hope today, please subscribe to our channel. We share real stories, heartfelt wisdom, and uplifting guidance to help you live with more joy, clarity, and purpose, no matter your age. Click subscribe now and become part of a community that believes it's never too late to live fully and to love life again. Number 6, help others. You might ask yourself, what am I here for now? But the answer, surprisingly simple and profoundly powerful, is this. Helping others can help you find meaning again. When you reach out to support someone else, no matter how small the gesture, you're not just giving them kindness. You're reminding yourself that you still have value, that your presence still matters. Whether it's offering a kind word, checking in on a neighbor, or lending a hand to a local cause, these actions ripple outward. And that ripple often returns to you in the form of joy, connection, and a renewed sense of purpose. Let me tell you the beautiful story of Dorothy, 80 years old. After retiring from a lifelong teaching career, Dorothy found herself adrift. With no classroom to greet her, no students to inspire, her days felt long and empty. She described herself as invisible. But everything began to change when she decided to volunteer twice a week at a local food bank. At first, it was just something to fill her time. But soon, the simple act of handing a bag of groceries to someone in need began to fill her heart. She started to feel useful again, part of something bigger than herself. I thought I was done giving, she said, but I realized I had more to give than ever before. This experience isn't unique. Studies show that acts of kindness, no matter how small, can lower stress, improve mood, and even reduce the risk of depression and isolation. Helping others activates areas of the brain associated with pleasure and reward. It literally makes you feel better. As Winston Churchill wisely said, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. So what does that mean for you? It doesn't have to be grand. You don't need to run a charity or save the world. Call someone who's going through a hard time. Share your life experience with a young person. Offer to watch a neighbor's pet. Even just smiling at someone who looks lonely can change the course of their day. And yours. These small human acts are often the most meaningful. Ask yourself, what is one small way I can help someone today? Not for recognition, not for reward, but simply to connect. Because when you give from the heart, you receive something priceless in return. A renewed sense of meaning, and the deep, quiet joy of knowing you still make a difference. If this message resonates with you, or if you believe in the power of kindness at any age, please subscribe to our channel. We share real stories, heartfelt advice, and uplifting lessons to help you stay connected, purposeful, and inspired through every stage of life. Click subscribe now and join a community that believes the most meaningful years are still ahead. Number 7. Maintain your personal passion. Do what makes your heart beat. One of the most powerful ways to stay happy and fulfilled in your later years is to keep the fire of personal passion burning. Life often asks us to set aside our dreams, whether it's for work, raising children, or other responsibilities. But when you reach retirement or find yourself with more free time, something beautiful happens. You finally have the chance to live for yourself. And in that space, rediscovering your passion isn't just a hobby, it's a path back to joy, meaning, and connection. Let me ask you, is there something you once loved but left behind? Maybe it was gardening, painting, writing, crafting, or music. Maybe you used to love telling stories or cooking traditional dishes that reminded you of home. The good news is you don't need to be perfect or even good at it. What matters most is that it brings you joy. As the great Maya Angelou once said, you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Passion doesn't need to be grand. It can be as simple as planting flowers, writing a few pages in a notebook, or taking photos with an old phone. What's important is that it makes your heart feel alive. When you're doing something you love, even if it's just for 15 minutes a day, you stop focusing on loneliness and start focusing on the beauty of the moment. You give your days rhythm, your heart something to look forward to, and your life a sense of personal purpose. Let me share with you a story that perfectly illustrates this. Mr. Min, 81 years old, was once a hardworking mechanic. After retiring, he found himself in an unfamiliar silence. No machines, no coworkers, no schedule. Days felt long and empty, but one afternoon he picked up a pencil and started sketching from memory. The lines were rough, the shapes unsure, but he felt something stir in him. Every day he kept drawing, memories of his childhood village, his old workplace, even people he once knew. A year later, his colorful, heartfelt paintings were exhibited at the local community center. Mr. Min, once a quiet man living alone, had become a source of inspiration for an entire neighborhood. This is the power of passion. It's not about impressing others, it's about reconnecting with yourself. Studies have shown that engaging in creative or purposeful activities in later life can reduce anxiety, enhance memory, and significantly improve emotional well-being. When you pursue what you love, you feel more present, more energized, and more connected to the world around you. So what is something you've always wanted to do, or something you used to love doing, but life got in the way? Could today be the day you start again? Even one small step, writing one paragraph, planting one seed, strumming one chord, could open a door to a happier, more fulfilling life. If this message touched your heart or reminded you of the power of living with passion, please subscribe to our channel. We share real stories, meaningful advice, and uplifting guidance to help you live fully at any age. Click subscribe now and join a community that celebrates purpose, creativity, and the beauty of growing older with joy. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.